crafters, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today. What the purpose of this video is, there's going to be two reasons, is I want to show you my next project and what I'm thinking about doing, and then I want to show you the papers and the design of the folio that I'm going to be doing. So Tamra had challenged us as a design team. You'd think I had a drink or something the way I'm talking. I'm so sorry. Tamra challenged us to redo and or do a video on something we had done in the past with a tutorial that maybe we hadn't done a tutorial on. I've done a tutorial on this, but so what I thought I would do is do something very similar to this, but not exactly the same. So I want to show you the papers I'm going to use and what I'm going to be doing with the folio. Let me do a quick walkthrough. This is paper by Cartabella from last year, and even the paper from this year will work really well. This is a simple folio. Don't know if I can get it all in here. Simple folio with pockets and then flaps on this side. So I'll just show you this real quick. Pocket here, and then these hold down these flaps over here. And these were all 4x6 so that they are close to 4x6 so that photos would easily go on them. I just matted them with cardstock and use some of the cut aparts and put that on the back. This might even have been a booklet. Yeah, it's a booklet. So that went into this pocket, and then directly in the middle, I tied this in the middle and made a flap out of this with two pockets in the middle, and I just used my cut aparts, and this one is a booklet, yeah, three-way. So there is the cut aparts on there, cut aparts on there. So you can get 3 photos, or you can put them over the cut aparts themselves. And up here, I think I have just the 3 cut aparts, and to put a photo on the back, or you can back them up with cardstock, can go into there. But then you can also do photos on this side as well, to how you want to lay it out. And on this side, I had done flaps, but I did them horizontally. Or is that vertically? Vertically, up and down. Sorry. Spots for photos here. And I'm just laughing at myself, thinking I didn't think I'd need to know this after I got out of school. So, and then this all goes back together. And just lays down simply like this, and cut aparts and some of the stickers on here as well. So, and then that just all closes up, and on the front I used a cut apart and some of the dots. On this one, this was the first one I made, I believe. Yeah, actually it was. And I actually had smaller spines on this one, so I expanded it in that one I just showed you. And this was my most favorite paper from last year. And I'm so disappointed that Prima, they brought something back similar to this, but it's not exactly like this paper. And oh my gosh, I think this is one of my most watched videos because people love this paper so much. But basically, it's very similar to what I did, smaller gussets. You know, this is a little bit bigger. This just goes back and forth like the other one, and this opens up into another area you can put pictures in, and this gives you lots of opportunity to be able to really put in landscape pictures in there as well. And then in the center, this is also tied with a ribbon, and these ribbons and the papers, these all came from Country Craft Creations for a design team project last year. And then I've got this whole page I could put pictures on, or put a picture on down here. Again, we've got the booklets down here. Oh, this is just a solid, and one as well. But they're just so beautiful. These colors, this bluey green is amazing. I just so wish they would have brought the same collection back. I would have bought, I don't know how many sets of it, because I adore the colors of it. So, and then these were landscapes, so I just put these in like this in my pocket so that it was poking out a little bit. And then this one is another cut apart, and did the same thing with the flaps. And up, and then look at this beautiful pink. You know, who would have thought that pink would go so well with these fall colors? But they really do. It's just beautiful. So what my plans are is to change up the design of it a little bit, and it's not going to be extremely like massively changed or anything like that. It's going to be similar to it, but I making the spines even a little bit bigger on this one, and I plan on doing things a little bit differently than I did with these original ones. One of the things I like about the Folio is these are made with cardstock for the binding, and you know, it can be very solid, but it does wear a little bit. But sometimes wearing is a good thing because it just helps it to hold your pictures better, and just works well on your shelves. So then what I have is, this is what our Folio is going to look like, or starting out. This is my base for my Folio. And what I have done again is I have double matted this, and I like to double mat my folios when I make them out of cardstock because it gives me a good base. And then I'm putting designer paper on top of here as well, and on these sections. But you can see the spine is a 1 1/4, and this spine is 1 inch. And same thing on the front, you know, the back and the front. And the middle is 6 3/4, and these are 6 1/2. And I'll give you all these measurements in, I'm going to actually be doing another tutorial that is just going to be the basics of making a folio with cardstock. So I'm going to put it all in there. And so what I'm going to be doing to make this is using this collection, the Bountiful Blessings from Country Craft Creations. And I've done a video showing this paper design, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing here, but I just wanted to show you, let me see, I want to, you know, taking one of the papers that have a lot of greens and blues and different colors in there. And so that's why I chose the green, is because I thought it would look really nice with some of the tones and colors in this collection. Look at this, look how beautiful that is with these bright colors and tones. So I want you to get a jump. If you don't have this collection yet, go ahead and grab it. And what I'm going to do is, the next video is actually talking about how to create a folio using cardstock, and that'll be under my basics line. And then right after that, I'm going to start with my tutorial part 1 on getting the designer paper onto our folio and putting it all together. So there'll be probably two tutorials for finishing this off, you know, minus the folio design itself. So then that way it's always there as a basic, and you don't have to dig for finding something, the basics of putting something together. So I think that just makes it easier. And then I'm going to be putting up another tutorial. It won't be till the end of October, I think, about making a folio with chipboard, on how to do that as well. And but look for this, and I look forward to sharing this with you. So it's going to be different than my other two designs, and I hope that you will join me for this. It's the perfect size album, especially for a Thanksgiving folio, at least in my family, because we take pictures at Thanksgiving, but we don't take, you know, massive amounts of pictures like we might do at Christmas time. So, and maybe it's different in your household. So for me, I think this is going to work great for the different pictures that I have and journaling and things like that. So thank you so very much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Thank you.